Vic Mornington, how's everybody doing? You can tell I've been to the coal dash sale. Yeah, we're having a look at another roleplay friendly community. Last time around we had a look at a absolutely stunning set of regions based on coastal California. This time we're looking at a set of regions that's based along the lines of South Carolina. So we're shifting state again with this one. This is York Hill. And York Hill recently opened up. I don't quite know when. I think it was about a month and a half. But a month and a half ago, they opened up. They've currently got 3 regions. If we just pull the camera out, the SLURL, by the way, is going to drop you here in their welcome centre. But if we pull the camera out, they have got some pretty good effects going on here in the sky. I know exactly how they're doing it. It's mega prims. Essentially, that's what it is. It's the old style mega prim moving clouds. But I like the effects they've got going here. So, South Carolina. That's what York Hill is based off of. You will find 3 regions when you first teleport here, so obviously they are still growing because they're basically a brand new community, and it's the kind of thing you would expect from a town slash city style layout. So you've got your usual road layout, you have got small homes here. And these styles of homes I've seen popping up in quite a lot of places. They're basically perfect for single people or people who have got small families, like small families of one child essentially. Mix of larger houses dotted around. There's one there. You've also got public places. There's one of the public places right there. And in fact, if we just keep camming around, you've got a 7 Seas fishing spot here. Yeah, it's still a thing. 7 Seas fishing has been on the go for a decade? Almost about a decade. It's still a thing. Nowhere near as many people playing 7 Seas fishing as there was when 7 Seas first launched, but it's still enough people to actually warrant putting a 7 Seas fishing server out, just in case you do have some residents that move in that happen to like 7 Seas fishing. So you've got all the usual amenities. You've got large shops here. Wiggly Pig. Interesting name for a supermarket, but you've got all the usual amenities that you would expect. Business areas dotted around the town, as you can see. But if we pull this camera out, you can see the layout is actually pretty damn good. It's pretty good. Right in the middle-ish, kind of roughly speaking, the middle of the region, you have got a river that is running straight through. It looks like that one's the Sky River system by the looks of it. Kind of recognise the texturing, but yeah, you've got a river running straight through the middle here, just to kind of break up the regions a little bit. If we keep camming along, you have got more public amenities. You've got the York Hill Police Department right there. Of course, you would need a police department. Little open public pool, as you can see. You've got an amphitheatre here and a club going on for outdoor events. And yeah, it's very reminiscent. That's the word I was looking for. It's very reminiscent of the state that they're basing it off of. It's got that kind of rural look, but not too rural that you're basically living in the middle of farmland. So it's definitely got that rural look. So, I mean, if you are looking for a place, and this is where York Hill, along with a couple of other new family roleplay communities that have popped up recently, this is where York Hill, along with Magnolia City for that matter, kind of comes into its own. The larger, more established roleplay communities, like for instance Cedar Creek, that I stayed in a long time ago, New Haven, if it was still around, these larger, more established communities can be a little bit difficult for new people to basically settle into, especially if those communities are a little bit closed-minded, shall we say, in the way that they treat the new people that are entering their regions for the first time. but new communities like York Hill that we're looking at here, and like another new community that we're going to be looking at next week, along with the likes of Magnolia City, new communities that are still growing. In other words, they're still going to be adding regions on to the existing set of regions that they've already got. These new regions tend to be a little bit more welcoming to new people that's entering their community, because if you think about it, if you're a community that's been sitting there with 15, 20, 25 regions, and you've slowed down growth to an extent that you don't really have many homes left open for rent, it means that the influx of new people is going to slow down drastically. And what tends to happen in communities like that, and I kind of seen it happening at the tail end of New Haven, I definitely seen it happen over in Cedar Creek. But what tends to happen is groups of individuals, whether it be a family group or whether it just be a close group of friends, generally try and not take the place over, but they generally tend to start ruling over all the events that's going on, and they generally tend to start talking amongst themselves. Call it a clique if you want, but these kind of things happen in a lot of the larger communities out there. With communities like York Hill that we're looking at right now, because York Hill is still growing, it means if you want to be a trailblazer or one of those pioneer type people that want to get involved in a brand new town that's still growing, that's still filled with people who kind of know each other but not quite know each other because, hey, they've all moved into a brand new community, then you might want to give York Hill a chance. You might want to give it a chance. Again, it's 3 regions. They've got the very, very basic amenities already in place, fire department, that kind of thing. They've got businesses open for rent, and the last time I checked, they do have, I think it was about a half dozen large family homes that were still available for rent, and quite a number of smaller family homes, like 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom homes. So, and as you can see, they've done a pretty damn good job of the landscaping. They've done a damn good job of the landscaping. It is very, very reminiscent of the state that the place is basically based in. Very reminiscent. And they've even got sim surrounds going on as well along the outside, and they've even taken time to do the rolling cloud effects as well, although how they're going to keep doing that as the town grows, because the problem with those sim surrounds, and more especially the environmental surrounds, is, yeah, when the region grows, you're going to have to ditch those like that. Not so much the surrounds, because there's other options for that, but that there, the moving clouds, they're going to have to be ditched when the city gets bigger, because, you know, with these surround things, as a region grows, or as a town grows out and regions get added on, that cloud surround is going to intersect a region, and it's not going to be good for the people living there, so they're going to have to figure out a way around that. But right now, that does look good. It's got the impression of a rolling storm that's coming in, which again, for the state they're living in, it makes a lot of sense, because apparently they do get a lot of small rolling storms coming in. But oh, that's a pub. Looks like a brewery, actually. It is as well. Look at that. They've even got a brewery here. But there we go. That was York Hill, folks. Brand new community. It's only been open for about a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. So it is a relatively new community. And they're obviously still growing. Just like Magnolia City and a couple of other roleplay communities. One of them we will be having a look at next week or the week after that. Where did I park myself? I can't remember now. I think I'm over here somewhere. Where's the welcome centre? I'm lost. Hold on. There we go. Just going to cheat and get rid of the fly cam. Then just do that. There we go. So, SLURL to York Hill is going to be down in the description of this video. It will drop you here inside the welcome centre, where you will see all the information that you need, including the current job recruitment, because obviously they've just recently opened up, so they've got a number of job placements to fill up, and you'll see all the job listings inside the welcome centre, along with a browse rentals booth. So you just need to click on that single booth, and it will bring up the Casper Let system to let you see what houses and what businesses are available for rent. That's it from me, folks. Have a good one.